I'm here with Jerome Jackson in Brighton Heights, and you can see behind me we're doing a little cleanup project that he's going to tell us about at our block party this morning. Hi Jerome.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So what we're doing today on Antrim Street is we're creating a rain garden over here. This property used to be an old store. The store burned down in the early 90s. The building was pretty much gutted out by fire. We tore the building. The building was demolished, sat for some years. Water stuff kind of collect this. That's why we're building a rain garden. So right now you see the backhoe digging out the actual rain garden that will slope out, catch the water to help drain off the sidewalk, and also feed the plants. So this was just a really big mess before we started this morning. We had a lot of folks here this morning. We had the mayors, people from the URA came out, gave some of our residents some information about things they could do to fix their homes up. And then this project is a project that was done through a grant from the mayor's office and Home Depot. The Home Depot Foundation gave us a $500 grant, and then the Brighton Heights Civic Federation gave us another $500 to complete this project. So we're planting flowers along the back and tall grass, and then we'll be planting in the middle, the rain garden, and then we'll put our big boulder bricks back in, and we're planting around the boulders, so it'll look really nice when we're done. Really great.
Very good, Jerome. You've painted a really wonderful picture of what you're doing. How did you get all your volunteers out here this morning?
Well, my neighbor Kelly was the one who worked. I did a very little. But Kelly got all our neighbors out, putting out flyers, putting them door to door to make sure that we got all our neighbors out today, and then word of mouth. So I talked to my neighbors on my block next to me. Kelly talked to neighbors down the street, and that's how we got everybody here this morning.
Excellent. And I hope that we get back to get a picture of your renewed and improved rain garden.
Yes, please do. By tomorrow this time it should be done.
Awesome.
Definitely before the Steeler game.
Absolutely before the Steeler game. Thank you so much, Jerome.
Thank you.
All right, you just gave a really wonderful idea about what more this block party idea has done for the community here in Brighton Heights. Can you tell me that?
So the other great thing about this is that we had the opportunity to talk to our other neighbors that we haven't met before. And from the conversation today, we're going to start a block watch. And had this project never happened, we would have never had the conversation with our other neighbors to say, this is a start to beautify our neighborhood. Now what's the next step? What's the next thing we can do? And a block watch is what we're talking about. So had this not happened, we would have never even been talking about a block watch.
Right, like you said, you'd have been sitting in your houses thinking about
it. Right, everyone would have been thinking about it and never had the conversation to say, hey, there's a lady down the street that wants to do the same thing, or a lady up the street that wants to do the same thing. And we all got together today to do this project, and from this project now that's just one of many now.
Right, it's motivated you to do more cleanup, more projects. Wonderful.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for sharing that one with me.
That's okay.
I like the back of your shirt. I have forgotten your name.
Susan Ben.
Susan Ben, and you are one of the parties responsible for the design of the rain garden.
Right.
And could you tell me a little bit about that? What will it look like? What will it do?
Well, it's basically all perennial plants that will grow in sort of swampy area, not quite swampy, but enough like where there's a little runoff from the roof of this house with the rain coming down. It's going to be piped into the garden, and that runoff will make it's dug with to a certain depth with a mixture of dirts and sand, and it's going to help prevent runoff, stormwater runoff into the street. So it's actually a very environmentally good thing to do.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it won't go into the sewer system. It'll stay in the yard and soak into the plants. And we have a lot of native plants that we picked to put in there. So the central part of the garden is the rain garden, and around the rest of the perimeter is also a lot of perennial and native plants.
Very nice. And we also have Kelly, who's got a little package there with her. Hello. And you've helped get everyone together and motivated to come out to help?
I submitted the original proposal for the Mayor's Love Your Block program. And I'm also a board member, as well as Susan, with the Brighton Heights Citizens Federation. So we've been, the Antrim Street Beautification Project has been working under their umbrella with their nonprofit status. So we're making Antrim Street Beautification Project now happen, and we've also put in an application for this adjacent lot for Green Up Pittsburgh, which, to what I understand, will eventually soon be filled, and trees and a path. And I'm trying to work with Bike Pittsburgh as well, because we're on a major route with Bike Pittsburgh with a lot of tourists, cyclists, and we want to get some bike amenities installed here, like a permanent bike pump. That's my dream for this lot.
It's nice.
But today, yeah, we won the grant, and that's awesome, and it's very cool that the mayor is interested in extending these sort of programs to communities and community groups, and without it we wouldn't have the help of the Department of Public Works and the help of the Green Up crew and the Red Up crew and this backhoe that shows up on a Saturday. It's amazing. Just that these people are helping us and really making an effort to get us what we want for this. Like that's where I'm overwhelmed, is that they're really going out of their way to make sure that we're happy with, you know, they could have just said, no, just get a little garden, and without any fuss on our end, we're getting our rain garden that we really were desiring. So I feel very thankful and overwhelmed that my street is going to have a rain garden. It's so cool.
Well, we can't wait to see the finished product. Thank you, ladies, both, for talking with me.